Hey everybody, welcome back to Philosophical Fall Guy. Here we talk to Hollywood's top stunt performers and go behind the scenes to hear their stories. Then we dive a little deeper to see what they ponder about in those moments of quiet between the chaos. I'm your host, Duke Jackson. Now, my next guest competed 3 years on American Ninja Warrior and has a background in skateboarding, BMX, gymnastics, and free running. He has recently started coordinating in the past couple of years, and he has 84 credits according to IMDb and is known for A Quiet Place 2, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, and Outer Banks, just to name a few. I'd like to welcome my good buddy Jason Gupton to the show. Hey,
Yeah.
buddy.
Hey, what's up, man? Thank
Good
you
to
for
have you
having
here.
me.
Yeah, thanks for coming down, man.
Yeah, man.
So you're usually up in North Carolina, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's true home.
that's your home,
Yeah,
and
but
you're down here working. I
yes,
take it.
sir.
Yeah, cool. Can you say what you're working on for who?
Down here for Mr. Daniel Hargrave,
Okay.
the legend himself.
The legend himself. Nice, nice. How long gonna be in town for?
I think this stint's like 10 days
Oh,
or
nice.
so. Yeah, so
Okay,
it's a good one.
nice.
Finally getting to see everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Make the rounds.
hmm
Yeah. Um, is there a lot of guys up in North Carolina that are up there all the time, or I don't really know?
Not really.
I didn't
No,
think
I mean
so.
Wilmington still has a few. I know Lasano just moved back.
Okay.
LaFleur's there now. There's a couple guys in Wilmington, but
Yeah,
no one,
Wilmington.
no one in my town. So
Right. John Copeman's still up there, I
Copeman's still
believe.
there. I think
Right.
Toby's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So, speaking of which, where did you grow up?
So yeah, Salem, North Carolina. It's just outside of Rocky Mount, which is where I live now.
Okay.
Like 20 minutes. A little small country town, one stop sign thing, surrounded by
Nice.
cornfields and tobacco.
Love
So
those small towns.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
life.
You know everybody, and
hmm
everybody knows you.
Yep, that's the truth.
Sometimes a little too well.
Sometimes too well.
Yeah. So, what did you do before you got into stunts?
I grew up obsessed with Smokey and the Bandit and Dukes of Hazzard,
Yeah.
like to an unhealthy level.
Just watching Smokey the Bandit last night.
Good times. And yeah, so I just wanted to jump everything,
Yeah.
and so that transferred into like BMX, and then when I had a three wheeler first, and that was painted like the General Lee,
Nice.
and then I got a dirt bike, and then was jumping that, and then so action sports, BMX, skateboarding, and motocross just dominated my childhood. Like I never played a ball sport in my life at all. Um, and my cousin built a big motocross track next to our house, like proper. And then we had dirt jumps next to my house as well for BMX. And then my parents built me a skate park in the backyard because we live like 20 minutes from town. And so we had a bunch of friends, and everyone did the same thing. They're like, we'd rather have you guys hang at the house than anywhere else. And so they just built everything there.
That's
So that was
awesome.
just a training compound, honestly,
Yeah.
and that was life.
What a way to grow up.
Yeah, no, it was
That's
beautiful.
cool.
Looking back now, it was really awesome.
Did you compete in any of those things?
I didn't. I did some like live show stuff,
Okay.
and like small competitions, like local stuff, like nothing of a caliber, really.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But I still do it to this day. I love it. Like
Yeah.
that's
You have like a track at your house, or
yeah. I have probably one of my favorite setups yet. Every house I've lived in since, so my parents still live in my childhood home.
it's cool.
But everywhere I've lived since, pretty much I've had a ramp, and this is my favorite ramp so far. It's like the perfect mini ramp spine, and then we have a kicker to an airbag landing with a resi, so you can hit on BMX or a dirt bike or skateboard. We have trails through the woods.
How big is the ramp?
The face of the kicker is 5 foot, and then you can push the airbag back as far as you want. It's one of the incline bags, so it's like you can actually land it and roll away.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So yeah, we'll push that back pretty far. I'm about to get a new kicker because I want to jump over the whole mini ramp while someone's skating underneath it. The kicker we have is a little too super kicker. You could do it, but like you're gonna be really up there. Like we got a little better Evil Knievel. You could do it fine.
So like, about how far do you jump on that?
Normally, we have it maybe 15.
15.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's like second gear and just got raw, and you're just fun enough.
Sounds fun, man.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. So how did you get into stunts? What was your first opening for you?
I'm trying to think. So I grew up in the Jackass era. Like,
Hmm.
you know, we got a video. I got a video coming when I was 13. Filmed everything, pranks and stupid falling down to make people laugh and all that.
Yeah.
That turned into like a real thing, selling clips to TV shows. And I
Really?
did that for a long time. We would do pranks and funny fails and all that kind of stuff. I'd prank my parents a lot and film that MTV.
What show did you
We
film
did.
to?
Oh, what was that? That original prank show. I think it was it called Pranked?
There was one that was called Pranked,
I
I
think it was
think.
that. That was one we did a lot of True TV stuff. Um, Tosh.0, Ridiculousness, Web Soup,
Okay.
all those clip shows like
Yeah.
that. We sold a lot in Japan, Germany. Did an Australian morning show once. Um,
Wow.
just all for like silly pranks and stuff like that.
Oh,
And in doing all that, I met up with my good friend Zach Gordon, the horse, who's the king of the nut shots, and he went and did AGT. He got in top 10, I think, in AGT. And then we went to Germany and did DOS Super Talent, which is Germany's Got Talent.
uh-huh.
Just hitting him in the nuts.
What?
That's what people do. He'll literally call me and be like, "You want an all expense paid trip to Germany to creatively kick me in the nuts?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do that."
That's
And I met
crazy.
him, and he was going to go do Ninja Warrior, and so I signed up as well. And because of the stuff that I've done through pranks, I had enough of a name that they were like, "Yeah, go too." And we stayed with Team Tempest in LA. And all those guys are stunt guys.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my introduction into that world.
Okay.
And I was like, oh
When
man,
was that?
crap. That
Sorry.
was a long, because that was the first or second year that they brought Ninja Warrior to
Oh, that's
America.
early 2000s, probably,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. That was very early.
I remember
And
watching that in Japan before it came over,
mhm.
like late 90s. Thinking, wow, this would be cool.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's when they still only shot it in Venice during the daytime.
Oh, okay.
After that year, that's when they moved it to different regions, and we would shoot at night a lot of times. But staying with Team Tempest, they taught me a lot about like the rabbit hole and everything,
The
and
rabbit hole?
yeah, of stunts. Like, what do you have to do?
Oh,
Like, what
okay.
I need to
Gotcha.
proper do. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
And
I thought that was like a special technique or something I hadn't heard
uh,
of.
and then so when I got back to North Carolina, just tried to look up stunt people. And Jared Lasana was one of the first guys.
Oh, Jared.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And he was kind enough to like let me train with him and teach me a bunch of stuff.
Jared's a
And
big fight guy, too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then went and they were like, just the easiest way to get on set is to be an extra, you know.
Hmm.
And so signed up down in Wilmington, worked on all these shows that the coordinator was never on until finally Revolution. And Jared got me in front of Jeff Wolf. I was able to shake his hand a couple times, and Jared spoke up for me, and yeah, Jeff gave me my chance. So
Nice.
all of this is Jeff did a lot of that, and I appreciate that so much.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, he's a
Jeff's a
legend.
good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So so Revolution was kind of your first
Revolution's first job.
actual
Yeah.
show that you worked on. How'd you keep the ball rolling after that?
Uh, Jeff still had that show. Season 1 went in Wilmington, so he called again, and then Jared as well put my name in with another coordinator out of Virginia, who had some stuff coming up, kid, and went and did Field of Lost Shoes, and then the Turn Washington Spies pilot with
Okay.
him. And then a couple other things, and then just kind of snowballed from there, honestly.
Yeah.
With Kid and Jared, and
I
just
think that's the first time I met you
it was Turn.
on Turn. Yeah. And you were kind of like assisting Buddy Joe Hooker on that, right?
Yeah, so season 1 it had Kid Richmond, and then season 2 was Chad Hessler for a bit, and then Buddy Joe came in for a little bit of that one, and then season 3 and 4 with Buddy Joe, and then by season 3, I think, that was when I was really helping him in season 4 as well, and
That's a big door
when we got tight.
right there opening.
Yeah.
To be able to learn from somebody like Buddy Joe Hooker, the legend, and kind of be under his wing a little bit. That's got to be
He had
awesome.
all the stories. Everyone just wanted someone to open the table, like get him to talk. Just
Him
tell
talking.
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy necessarily to ask all the questions, but you're like somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have him on here someday.
Gosh, yeah, he has all the stories.
Yeah. Cool. So what's some of the memorable gags that you've done, if you have any, that kind of stand out a little bit? Or
Yeah, well, Turn was my like big, like 4 seasons doubling the lead.
Oh.
So
you were doubling the lead on that.
yeah,
Okay.
and
That's
so
right.
that was very early on in my career,
That's
and
great.
so that was you learn a lot then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And so that was really awesome to get to double Jamie. We got really close. And then obviously played like a bunch of those little war characters. Like when I met you, we were in the battle sequence together. I don't know. I feel like all those years was just an insane amount of learning. Like almost everything was like the first time, you know what I mean? And then just getting more and more comfortable and yeah, kind of going from there. Outside of that, every show it seems like it has its like standout moment. Like, man, 10-year-old me would be stoked that we're
Yeah.
here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Outsiders, I remember getting chased. We were on four-wheelers running through like the woods of Pennsylvania, getting chased by a helicopter.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I remember being like, man, this is cool.
This is sick.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Can't believe like you're actually getting paid to do
to
something
do
like
this. Yeah. Or like Purge election year, we're just running stop signs in downtown DC in a big armored SWAT truck and driving. Like,
That's awesome.
what is life? This is so cool, you know? And then, we get into the Walking Dead stuff, and that was all insanity.
Were you
The spinoff in Virginia.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you did the spinoff, but
I did a
work
couple
here?
episodes down here. I did.
thought so, yeah.
But the spinoff, Chad Hesha coordinated, and I was the assistant on that, and I was one of the lead doubles. And
Nice.
yeah, that was just a ton of fun. Just having everybody up in Virginia, and like, it's kind of home. It's close to home enough. And so that was a really good time. And we got to do some just outlandish stuff. Like probably one of my favorite gags ever. I remember we had this massive shootout the week before. And I forget what department came over to me, and she was like, "Did you see next week's deal where or next episode's deal where we have the giant Gigaball and you roll down the hill and take out all these zombies, like the big inflato ball, you know?"
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
But basically,
I've always wanted to be in one of those things, man.
yeah, I'd never been in one, and the concept was they were sneaking into this art place, and the only way they could escape was to get in this giant globe of Earth, and they were like, they're just going to mow down zombies down this hill, and so to do that, they were going to basically just digi this giant Gigaball, and I'm going to go down this massive hill and just take out my friends. And that's what I did. And it was the most fun ever. Like,
That sounds like a blast.
yeah, that will always stand out as just like this, like, holy crap, that was insanity.
I'm trying to picture those things. Like, do you have to like run in it? Like,
Oh,
so
you were running the whole time.
So okay,
And you were
just keep
hauling.
running, and then the ball's spinning as
Yeah,
you're running.
and it was a big
side
hill.
of it.
I mean, like, look, every time I'd hit someone, it would slow me down and check me. But the hill kind of had a canter to it, and so like I had to fight that too because they had a certain line for me to stay in camera. And so you're fighting the line and doing the hill.
Yeah.
And then on one take, I had a GoPro camera, and I just like kind of just shoved it in like a belt loop, and I was like, this will stay, you know. No, it did not stay. Halfway through, it pops out, and it's just pinging around this Gigaball. Well, I'm trying to miss this camera. The footage is hilarious because it'll come around my face, and I can like slow mo it, and like you see me like squint, like crap. Like it's hilarious footage, but yeah, that was a good time.
Nice. Wow, that's cool, man. So, see, what did I have on here next? Oh yeah, I saw you were on Outcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. I doubled Philip Glenister on that.
Oh,
the whole
nice.
first season.
Yeah,
And a little bit the second season.
I'm trying to think. I think mine was. I'm trying to remember if I was season 1 or season 2. I doubled a kid in this little jail sequence, and then a big resurrection fight in the woods.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember which
That must have been
season it was.
season 2, probably. Yeah,
That was a fun show. Yeah. That was my first time meeting Hito, so that was cool.
that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a fun show. That Glenn was a fun guy to work with. The English guy with his kind of funny sense of humor.
I think that's who hip tossed me in that big resurrection scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. So we worked. Oh yeah. So we worked together also on Ballad of Davy Crockett.
Oh crap! Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
That was a fun one out in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I think that was actually my first time working in Tennessee. Was on that one.
Was it?
No, the first time in Nashville, first time working in Tennessee, which is insane. Well, technically, I went as in Nashville when I was like a little kid for family vacation, so I don't really remember it like that.
Right.
But proper going to Nashville, and I'm there for like one day just to do this, and I was like, I just want to go see everything, you know. But man, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, some cool horse stuff, some fun
That
fights.
was the day with the big fight, right?
Yep, big fight.
The big fight. Yeah. Yeah.
And you had to get bucked. Like, didn't you have to jump that fence and then you got bucked or something like that? Was that?
So my character, I can't remember that guy's name. He's a pretty well known actor, but he had to run up, to jump on the horse, and try to escape.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had me jump over a fallen tree
Mm-hmm.
on the horse, and then I got shot off the horse. And I remember leading up to that because the script was like he gets shot off into the river,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really cold.
It was cold and rocky.
And
That
rocky.
river was not like a nice.
No, it wasn't. It
You had to
wasn't
say
like
there's a
deep
sandy
river.
beach area, but the river had rocks.
Rocks,
Like,
yeah. And I just kept thinking, man, it's going to be so cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I was already sick. I don't know if you remember it.
I do. Yeah.
I couldn't hear because
Mm-hmm.
I was so stuffed up and everything like that. I remember they'd be calling cut, and I'd still be laying there because I couldn't hear them say cut.
Yeah. And you were pretty far down too at that
Yeah,
point. Because
I was pretty
yeah.
far down. Yeah. And but they changed it so I didn't have to fall in the river. I was so thankful for that, man. Because I was like,
Those are the
that's
changes
gonna
you
be
want.
miserable. Yeah. But that was a fun one. That was a fun one. And then I worked for you recently on the Bard because
We did the Bard.
you have transferred into coordinating.
Yeah, it's
in the
the past few years
couple
have started kind of going that route. So it's now it's become more of like a 50-50, it feels like.
Nice.
Which is nice. I mean, that's obviously, that's always been like, that's the end goal, you know?
Yeah.
That's where we want to get to.
Right.
And so it's been super awesome getting there. I couldn't have done that without Chad Hessler, you know, putting me in for a bunch of things, like assisting him and then cover coordinating him and then going from there. Same as Buddy Joe, you know, assisting him and then covering for him. And then with Mega,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Megalopolis.
yeah, co-coordinating that with him was massive, and a huge learning experience with Buddy Joe. So it's been nice transitioning into that and still being able to perform and then seeing both sides of the world now, you know?
Yeah. Hey, congratulations on that.
Oh,
by the
thanks.
way. That's awesome. Yeah.
Thanks.
Hopefully, a lot more keeps coming your way.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of curious to me because like you started kind of like early 2000s, kind of into the business.
Yeah. Ish. I think yeah.
Yeah. And well, the way you came in is pretty unique.
It's very unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have the normal live show background. I like my background outside of the action sports of it. I was always told like you can't talk about the silly pranks and backyard stunts, quote unquote, which makes total sense. And so I didn't. And then I would be on set on one of my very early jobs, and people were literally watching my videos, but they didn't know it was mine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Laughing, loving it. And I'm like, I feel like
Should
these
I
guys
s-
might
tell
like it, you know? But I was like, I'm gonna not say anything.
Yeah.
Now this far, and I'll post the videos now. I'm like, I don't care. They're
I
funny.
don't care. Yeah. That's cool.
We all did stupid stuff back in the day. It's fine.
Yeah. And I mean, everybody's got a different route into the business.
Yeah.
You know, because that era is different. Like my era, you had to like hustle and chase down coordinators and stuff. But yeah, once like the internet came and like everybody can post clips and stuff like that, it just
Easy to be
opened
seen.
up a whole new game.
Yep.
To it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. How do you feel like about the business now? Like, I wonder how it is for the guys that are trying to start out right now, well, especially in this era of AI and
Oh, yeah.
it's a lot more saturated.
Yeah.
too. There's so many people, in Atlanta now, especially that are
Yeah.
trying to get into the business or in the business.
Yeah, between that and then it is now everyone can post their stuff and people are seen, and so that's great. But I do kind of miss the people going on set and hustling and like you having to be nervous and like sneaking around and like finding the coordinator and shaking his hand. Like
Yeah.
as much as I didn't like it then because I was like, this is so stressful. Now I'm like, that was kind of fun. Like looking back, like, that was the time, So but,
Yeah, it kind of had its own thrill to it.
yeah. But now people aren't doing that. So
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a hustler on set in a while.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how things change. But I guess like you said, people can post stuff,
And they see it there.
and I mean it's great because it gets them out filming and shooting. In fact, I go over here to the ridge. It's a little trail that I go either mountain biking or walking or whatever. I got new puppies, so I take him over there and walk them. And I'm walking around this corner and I see 3 guys out there, one with a camera and 2 more that are fighting, setting up shots and stuff. And I'm like, cool, man. Yeah.
You're just like, I'm not gonna.
No, I stopped, said hello to them. Two guys were young. They and they didn't know who it was. The other guy, I knew Cole. I can't remember Cole's last name.
I can't believe people don't know Duke Jackson. Everyone knows Duke Jackson.
Yeah, man, what's wrong with them, right?
Those guys, they're not going to make it.
But yeah, it's cool to see that because gets some experience too.
Yeah.
Setting up their own shots,
Learning where camera is,
and their own stuff, and seeing how things work for camera and don't work for camera. Because you come from a background of extreme sports or fights or fighting or whatever. It's all changes once you put a camera in the mix. Now it's another thing you got to be conscious of and
where's
aware
that
of.
line at?
Yeah, where's that line, and is it going to sell? And it could be the coolest trick, but if it's out of frame, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
So yeah, it's good experience. Let's see. We're blowing right through them, man. So what do you like to do when you're not doing stunts, when you're not working? What's stuff that you are interested in?
Hang on, my kid. Yeah.
Okay.
My daughter is everything.
How old is she?
She's 9.
Awesome.
And she loves the same stuff. Like she loves going to trampoline park. She loves going to dirt bike track. Loves riding motorcycles.
Future stunt girl on your hands?
She actually got tafted when she was 7. So I think she was one of the youngest stunt kids, like kind of around.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she got tafted in New York on FBI Most Wanted by Declan and Natasha. They hit me up, and they're like, they see back to the video thing online. They see the silly videos that we post together. And they're like, is she SAG yet? And I was like, no, not yet. I was like, we thought it was going to happen on this other show, but it didn't. And they're like, well, we got to have a stunt kid for this. We want to taft her. And I was like, that'd be so sick. And they're like, do you want to work that day too? And I was like, yes. And so got to work with her on her first day, being on the call sheet.
So cool.
She gets to travel to New York. She misses the first 3 days of school, so she's hype, to go be in a TV show.
Can you imagine telling your friends that story, man?
Right. They don't believe her. Yeah. So she was so pumped, and I was pumped for her. Like, she killed it. She was like the first one back on a reset.
What did she have to do?
She was stuck on this Ferris wheel, and so the lead actor had to pick her off this Ferris wheel, and then run through all this chaos with her in his arms.
That's cool.
And she was like passed out because the park had got drugged or whatever, or fog in the air had drugs in it, and like passed everybody out. Mine was, I was in a dunk booth, and the fog hit, and I passed out in the water, and they had to come and pull me out of the water from drowning. But special effects let her pull my cable to drop me in.
Oh, really?
So she got to hear the countdown, pull my little cable, and drop me in. Like, it was the best experience ever.
That's
like,
awesome.
Honestly, it was really cool. And so
that's cool.
Yeah, anyone needs a stunt kid, got one.
Got one.
She's a national dance tumbler, 3rd place, so she's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, that's her life, dance and tumble, which we're in competition season right now. Like, I'll go home to go directly to competition in like just south of Wilmington for like 3 days.
Nice. Yeah. That's cool. Well, I hope stunts keeps going for a while, so she has a chance to work in it.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
She's got a couple other projects that people have reached out for that are still like in the early stages, but they are interested, and so like it'd be cool. She enjoys doing that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
So she'll randomly do like auditions with me. Like, she'll see what I'm doing. Like, I've actually got roles because I'll shoot an audition, and then she's like, "Can I do it too?" And this is when she was like really small. She still enjoys doing it now, but this one particular, I had to do like come in as some kind of reaction. She was like, "Can I do that too?" And so I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so like shot her doing it too. And so I obviously sent mine in. I was good friends with the coordinator. I was like, "Here's my kids." She just wanted me to send it in, so I told her I would, and she loved it. And I guess she showed the director, and they're like, "Yeah, 100% that guy." 100% that guy. And so I was like, "Yeah." Nice. But yeah, she loves like reading and getting into like those roles and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Man, I couldn't imagine like making that much money at that age.
Yeah, I mean,
I probably couldn't comprehend it.
Yeah, you just don't tell her, and then when she's 18, she can have it.
Then she can have it.
Yeah,
that's smart. Yeah.
Or I let her pay for her own private school that she goes to. You're gonna need to work this much a month, and then private school's free.
Yeah. What's you got coming up? Anything that's like getting ready to be released?
I'm trying to think what's about to come out. Yeah, because we did Bard, but I think that's still in like the post thing. I haven't heard a release date for that. Roofman's out now. And that's getting really good traction. That was the Channing Tatum project that I did.
Roofman.
Yeah,
Okay. Is that a series or
movie.
it's a movie?
Yep,
Okay.
it was a true story of a guy in Charlotte who would break into the roofs of McDonald's, steal their money, and then he got caught, went to prison, broke out of prison, and lived inside the walls of a Toys R Us.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Oh, when they told me the concept and I read the script, I was like, this is a true story, an absolutely true story. And even
Lived inside the walls of the Toys R Us.
yeah, technically he lived inside the walls of Toys R Us and then the Office Depot next door, but we played it as only the Toys R Us. But yeah, crazy story. And then he got caught finally, went back to prison. Technically tried to break out again, but didn't make it. And he's still in prison in North Carolina right now. And we would talk to him daily. Like Channing would be able to call him right before we do a stunt. Like we had this one stunt. It sadly got cut from the movie. It's in like every trailer there is. The stunt is in it. And then, but it didn't make the movie.
What?
Where he jumps his scooter and the ramp breaks and he like over the bars and crashes into all this stuff that he had set up like all these animals that he was going to Evel Knievel jump over them. And that really happened. Like Jeff tried this. And Channing is
Sounds
talking.
like he wanted to be a stuntman.
Yeah. Channing was talking to him that night before we do the stunt. Like, hey, what was going through your head for this? He was like, man, I was bored. I thought I could do it. And then the ramp just broke. And like, I was like, this doesn't happen. You don't get to talk to this, especially this kind of odd scenario of a guy in prison,
Right.
getting his emotion and his thoughts and everything before you go into doing this thing.
Yeah, that is.
And
very
we
rare.
shot in real locations that he encountered.
That's
We
cool.
shot with real people. Like the guy who drives the box truck in the movie that escapes Channing from jail is the guy who drove the box truck that day, unknowingly escaping Jeffrey from jail.
What?
Yeah. When he was having the meeting with the director, Derek was like, well, who do you think should play you? And the guy's like, well, I think I should play me. And he did.
That's cool.
It was so insane. So to hear his story, he was like, it was just another day, at the office. I get home and my house is covered in SWAT and FBI and police. And yeah, it was insane.
That's cool. So that's coming out. You
That's
said?
out. That came
is
out. Yep. Actually, funny enough, we just got back from a cruise and I didn't know it at the time, but they were playing that movie on the cruise. So I was able to watch Roofman.
Is it at the theaters?
Yeah, it's out of the theaters now, but they just had it playing on the cruise.
I'll have to go check that out.
But it's
Sounds
on Prime. You can get it. Paramount. There's a couple of streaming sites you can get it right now.
Sounds interesting.
It's a good watch. Yeah, I think they did a great job. Derek Ken Francis killed it. The director. Yeah, and Channing obviously also star. Yeah, I told him many times if you ever want to give up this whole acting thing, you'd be a great stunt guy because he can move. Like,
Really?
great. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What about the bar? Is that out yet?
It's not out yet. I have not heard a release date for that.
Okay.
So I'm not sure when that does come out. I'm excited to see it though. Like we got some really good stuff on that. Yeah.
Excited to see it too.
Yeah, I feel like we had just a couple North Carolina shows like right back to back, but none of them were quite out yet. And I haven't heard release dates. Yeah.
Cool.
But North Carolina is getting there. I think this is going to be the year of independence, is what I keep saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it's kind of moving that direction. Actually, yeah. I mean, it's so doable now for people to make their own stuff.
yeah,
The equipment's more accessible, and it's easier to get it out there and seen. So, yeah, I hope it goes in that direction more and more.
yeah, same.
Yeah, I always said I always enjoy working on the smaller stuff and the independence.
It keeps you creative.
It does. It keeps you creative. You feel more part of it.
They're open to your suggestions better.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
You get on these big shows, and there's like, there's the couple, like the coordinator, second unit director, the key rigger, whatever. But you as a stunt guy don't usually get too much input.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool on these independent ones, and it's just it's more creative. It's funner. The gags sometimes are not so planned or priced, planned or precise, I
Yeah.
guess, and so feels a little more old school too sometimes. So
yeah, which I mean, I enjoy that.
yeah, I do too. Yeah,
The Hal Needham mindset.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of how I always imagined stunts to be more like we're just gonna try it, see how it goes
In the safest way possible.
in the
But
safest way possible, of course. Yeah, but yeah, we don't really know. Let's see what happens.
But yeah, no, I truly do think that you're going to see that world of people who want to make good movies and they appreciate the craft, so they don't want to use the AI. They want to keep it real,
Right.
And so I think that's where it's going to go. The next few that are in talks in North Carolina are that kind of that same route. They real, And so, yeah.
Cool. Cool. Can you say what those are? Or?
Yeah, we just went to camera 2 days ago for this one. The stunts are at the end though, so we have a little bit of time. It's called The Last Bastard Standing. I think it's the working title.
Last Bastard Standing.
Yeah, it's a nice little thriller that's happening. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a good script. I'm excited to see the final. But yeah, we get to do some pretty cool stuff, and I can't say too much, but yeah, we get to do some pretty cool stuff in it.
Cool. Sounds cool. Yeah.
And it's nice, North Carolina, so good to play close to home.
Yeah. Yeah. It is cool when you have stuff that comes close to where you're at, especially if you're not, in a big city.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of the first things I worked on were in Denver, Colorado, and that was like where I grew up. And I remember I was working on this movie, Three Ninjas.
Yes.
And with Hulk Hogan. And
yes,
Lonnie
I
Anderson.
fully remember Three Ninjas.
And and it was like literally like 2 miles from my house where I grew up.
Oh,
and I was like, I can't believe I'm doing stunts on a movie.
Yeah.
Like just down the road from where I grew up. It was awesome. It was kind of surreal. With Hulk Hogan. Fighting Hulk
on top
Hogan.
Of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like it's still kind of in the works. Spring Hope Studios was this studio's trying to get off the ground and going, and they've put out one movie so far with Frankie Muniz, and that's like 15 minutes from my house.
Nice.
In middle of nowhere, North Carolina. And I remember getting that call, and I was just like, "This is happening here. Like this doesn't like I have to travel for work. I don't sleep in my own bed if I'm working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was that same concept. Like this is mind blowing that I am next to my house shooting this actual movie with an actual cast.
Yeah.
Like that was really cool. I'm really hoping that they get their legs running and we get to do a lot there because that'll be just game changing for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, man, I think we covered most everything I
We
had.
checked off so much stuff so quick.
You sure did. Like, it's so interesting having different people on the show. Like some people, well, I mean, they're really good at talking, telling stories. Then some people kind of go down more rabbit holes and stuff like that. You kind of reel them back in and all. But
I feel like with every podcast, as soon as I leave, I'm like, oh, why didn't I talk about that? That was a really cool thing. And it's like, I feel like that always happens after I leave.
After you leave.
This was the coolest thing ever. Why didn't I talk about that?
Well, I'll give you a chance to like think for a second if there's anything that you want to talk about that you might have missed.
Oh, I understand that moment.
It's always hard when you're on the spot.
Yeah, right. It's the drive back home when you're in the music and you're like, oh yeah, that was really fun.
Well, here's a couple of, because we'll kind of move into the philosophical side of things, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So how do you keep calm when things are chaotic?
I guess I just feel like everything's gonna be okay. Like I don't know, I have a faith background, and so I think everything happens for a reason. And if you're supposed to be there, then you were put there for a reason. And so I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone gets nervous. Everyone gets in their head, but it's calming yourself and you know what to do.
Right.
So do it.
Yeah. Trusting yourself and your instincts. And I kind of know what you mean. I definitely grew up with a faith background. I still do, but I would always pray like, never give me a job I can't do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I feel that same way if something falls out and you had this sweet job and it goes away, it was supposed to go away. Something better's going to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. You pray for that. And then I remember I was doing my first big body burn, and obviously a little nervous. And
that's huge.
Fair. And
What was that for?
That was Walking Dead, the Virginia one. And that morning I got I do the verse of the day on my phone, and that morning I got crap. I knew I was gonna forget the Bible verse. That's horrible of me. But it's the Bible verse: "You'll walk through fire and not be burned."
Oh man, that's awesome.
That morning of that stunt.
Wow.
And I was just like, that was the you're gonna be fine.
That's cool.
That's all you needed.
That's cool.
So
that kind of stuff. When I love those gyms, man. That happen, and you're like, oh hey, cool, we got this. Thank you.
So that was I'll never forget that. That was huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember thinking that to myself. Like, I wonder how some guys do this without like higher power.
Yeah.
You know, because I couldn't. Yeah, it's always good to have the trust that somebody's got your back.
Mhm.
You know, yeah, yeah, that's cool.
For sure.
Cool, man. That's cool. So this is a recent one that I decided to kind of throw in there and see.
Okay. Test dummy. I like it.
Because yeah, I'm testing it on you because it's so funny. There's so much of it going around today. But are there any conspiracy theories that you find interesting, or that you, I don't know, you kind of dabble like, I wonder if there's something to that or not? Is there any that that you know? Like I just had Nancy Thurston on the show, and she was really into like a lot of these ancient structures, monoliths that they find, and how crazy technical they are and how they were built. They can't figure out, still how they build them and stuff like that. So we kind of had a little talk about that, which is kind of cool because I also love watching and reading stuff about that. But you got anything that kind of fascinates you?
I feel like I'm gonna be boring on that one because I really don't. Like I hear them, and
Yeah.
and you're just like, well, that's wild. Like I wonder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you don't like kind of like go.
I
down
never
those
deep
rabbit holes?
dive. No.
Yeah.
I don't ever deep dive into them because I'm.
Probably before the best.
Yeah, I was like,
Probably
you're
for
gonna
the
deep
best.
dive and then be like, oh, what can I do about that?
There's really
Absolutely
yeah.
nothing.
They're fun to kind of think about, but yeah, like what you can't do anything
Yeah.
really about it. I mean, yeah, if the world's run by reptilians. Well, what am I going?
What am I gonna do about it?
You know?
Yep, exactly.
It's
like they're all really funny to like kind of like just read and glance over, but yeah, me personally, I've just never done the deep dive on them. But I mean, I've had some friends that are pretty
They're pretty
into it, so
into
like I'll get them kind of riled up. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, myself, no, I don't really have any good ones.
Okay, cool.
I wish I did,
You wish you
just to
did.
fire off some craziness.
That's cool. That's all right, man. But man, thanks for coming on the show,
Dude, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a good time.
Yeah, it definitely was, and I hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Hopefully we get to hang
something-
out and have some
somewhere.
fun.
Okay.
Summer's coming.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and some work coming down the road.
Yeah,
I
it sounds
hear.
like. I mean, Atlanta sounds like it's going to be getting bigger.
Yeah.
or busier, I should
I've
say.
already had a few jobs this year more than I thought I would. So, yeah, definitely thankful for that.
Yeah, hopefully they just keep pumping them out.
Keep pumping them out. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. And we'll keep pumping these out too. So you guys keep coming back, watching, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.